Hey everybody, welcome into another edition of Make Every Second Count Live, your solution-oriented program that is here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. with me, your host and international Make Every Second Count speaker, Jeff Marconette Jr. Now, if you give me a minute here, I need to do a few things to get prepared for this show because I have a cast on. I have a broken wrist, so it's a little harder than it has to be right now. And I need to pull this up on my phone so I can see who is watching with us. And I asked I ask you guys if you would please share this video out, invite people to watch this video because this is going to be important. I'm going to be teaching 5 simple tools that you can use to live a joyful and fulfilled life. So I hope you guys are prepared to take notes and prepared to pay attention because I think these 5 tools that I have are going to be amazing. Now, I was supposed to have a guest tonight, but she had a family emergency. Actually, one of her godsons was shot, so I told her I'd let her off the hook. So, alright, we'll go ahead and jump right into this. So, again, guys, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're prepared to learn something tonight because I have 5 tips that will help you guys live a happy and fulfilled life. Now, the first one is stop taking abilities for granted. All right. Now, I have to say that before my accident, I had all kinds of abilities that I took for granted. Not abilities like sports, because I played basketball, football, baseball. I played pretty much every sport you could play. Now, I'm not talking abilities like that. I'm talking abilities like sitting up on the edge of the bed. I'm talking abilities like holding your own head up straight, riding in a wheelchair without a seatbelt on because you might fall out. I'm talking abilities like walking, like swallowing. Right now, I know a lot of people take their hand movements and the use of their fingers for granted. Trust me, I'm not doing that right now because my right hand still gives me tremors from my car accident, and my left arm, my left wrist is broken. So it's kind of giving me a hard time right now. But that's all right. I'm surviving. And I'm not going to take abilities, whatever they may be, for granted. Say you have feet. Guess what? There's people out there that don't have feet. There's people out there that don't have legs, don't have arms, don't have hands. In fact, I know one of my friends, Maria, who is known as the toeless runner. Yes, she runs marathons and she's toeless. There she is too, Maria Papalia Meyer. She's in the house right now. She's from Massachusetts. She's known as the toeless runner. And then Dave Smith is actually in the house too. I'm not seeing these comments on my phone. That's strange. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. And I hope you can take something away from tonight. Now, my first one is don't take abilities for granted. be happy for everything that you can do, because many people can't do things. You know, Helen Keller said that, well, maybe it wasn't Helen Keller, because Helen Keller was deaf, dumb, and blind or something. But I always thought it was her that said this, and that really wouldn't make any sense, because she said, or the quote is, I once saw a man with no shoes, and I was sad. But then I saw a guy with no feet. Think about that, because just realize that there are people out there that don't have feet, and there's people out there that don't have shoes. But there's somebody that has it worse than you. I can guarantee that, because you have a pretty good life. You're watching Facebook or YouTube right now, so that means you have internet access, and that's pretty amazing. All right, so number 2 is, I always wanted all kinds of, well, all right, I gotta reframe this, because I'm changing my 5 lessons I learned from my near-death experience into 5 tools for living a joyful and fulfilled life. So I'm saying, stop looking at the things you want all the time. Realize that you have so much in life. Many people have a house. They're not homeless. And there are people that are homeless. But the people that have a house aren't thankful for the house. They always want more. They want better living situation, and that's fine to want that stuff. Just be careful not to take the things you do have for granted. So don't take things for granted, like abilities or possessions, because again, we live a pretty good life. You're watching YouTube or Facebook right now means you have access to internet, so be thankful for that. Now, number 3 is, realize that life is a precious gift that can be taken away in the blink of an eye. Now, when I say the blink of an eye, I'm going to refer back to my story. Now, my story is, I was 17 and on my way to lunch one day from high school. I was sitting at a light waiting for it to turn green, and when it did, I pulled forward. A semi decided to run the red light when I did, and he T-boned me in the intersection. I spent 2.5 months in a coma, 3.5 months in the hospital, and I've been in physical therapy now, trying to relearn things that many people take for granted, that I'm trying to relearn those things. So it's always, life is so precious, and it can be taken away so quickly. You don't realize that, but many people don't ever get to hear that. They have a brain aneurysm before they turn 30, before they turn 15. I don't know. They get in a car accident right after they turn 16 and get their license. They go out one night and OD on something. And I'm not telling you that's good. Don't do that. Drugs are bad. All right. So number 4 is, never, ever, ever, ever give up on yourself. All right, check this out. I'm going to go back to my story here for a minute. So, when I was going through therapy, which I still am, don't get me wrong, but as I was, and I was getting better, and I was looking to walk again, and I started riding in a wheelchair. And they told me, Jeff, it's amazing, man. You're out of the hospital. You're riding in a wheelchair now. You're able to hold your own head up. You're able to sit in this wheelchair. And it's just amazing. But people live every day this way, and they're happy. So you can go ahead and quit this therapy thing now. And I said no. See, I wasn't giving up on myself because I saw something better for myself. So then I got to walking with the walker. And they were really surprised. They couldn't believe it because I went through 2.5 months of a coma. And they didn't know if I would ever walk again. But I was walking with a walker. And they told me again at that point that, Jeff, you can stop this thing anytime. People live every day walking with a walker and they're happy. I said, yeah, they probably are. But I'm not. I'm not giving up yet. So then I got to walking with a cane. Pretty freaking amazing. And I was probably a little surprised too. And they were all super surprised. They couldn't believe it. And they told me again at that point that, Jeff, you can quit this thing anytime. People live every day walking with a walker or a cane and they're happy. I said, yeah, they probably are. But I'm not giving up on myself. There's too much out there that I can accomplish. And I know I had seen what I was going to do in my head before I ever attempted to do it. So I got to walking completely unassisted. And it was great. I could just get up and go. And I didn't really have to worry about much, although I did fall on occasion. And I still fall on occasion. I was doing box jumps. I fell and broke my wrist. But that's all right. I'm going to do them again, I promise you. But they told me at that point again that, Jeff, you can quit this therapy thing now. You're walking, you've done it. We're so proud of you. I said, thank you, I'm proud of myself. But I'm not quitting. I'm not stopping. I'm not giving up. Because I'm going to run. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can stop you from doing something you truly want to do if you go out there and do it. Unless you allow them to stop you. You allow them to get in your way. And that's not smart. So, whatever you do, don't give up on yourself. Keep going, because I promise you, there's a light at the end of that tunnel. And you're going to find your way. You're going to be happy. You're going to be joyful. You're going to be fulfilled in life. I promise you that. All right, so then my number 5 is every day has 86,400 seconds in it. I know That is a lot of seconds. And I was actually talking to two friends not long ago about that many seconds. And I said, you know, you can really make each and every one of them count. You can, my motto is make every second count. And they said, well, Jeff, how can we make all 86,400 seconds count? I said, you know, it sounds really hard. I understand that, but it's actually pretty simple. Hey, bear with me for a minute here. So, I am so thankful every day that I wake up that actually I post on Facebook every morning. I am so thankful to be given today, and I will make it a great day. So how can I have anything but a great day when I make that decision, when I make that choice in my life, in my day, that I'm going to have a great day? How is it going to be anything but a great day unless I allow outside influences to affect my day? You see, when I say make every second count, I realize that means something different to everyone. And it can be different for different people. I understand. But to me, it means that you have to be thankful. You have to know what you're thankful for and do it every day. And when you're that thankful, when you know that each second is a gift, it's going to be a great day, I promise you. So, whatever goes on outside of you doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this guy in here. And I know, put your hand on your chest. Do you feel that? Do you know what that is? No, that's not your heart. Well, yeah, actually it is. But for this case, I'm going to say that that is your greatness. See, each and every one of us have greatness inside of us. We just have to find it. We just have to exercise it. We just have to make it come out and realize that we are great, that we are a gift to this world, and we can live our best life. You know, I have actually written a journal. Now, if you give me a minute here, it's kind of hard to pick up because I have a broken wrist. But, oh well. So, it is called Make Every Second Count, a 1,500-hour journal. And it will actually help you make every second count and show you that you can be thankful for each and every second of every day. Now, I know people on this episode, like Maria, has already got the book. Like Brittany, like Marilyn, like Nicole, already have the books. And they love them. I promise you it will work. But this is a 9-week journal. And there's actually room to write in here. And each week is over a different topic. The topics range from like gratitude, gaining perspective, dreaming big, and developing long-term goals in life. And it's amazing because it will get you to think about your future. But let me offer you this gift. So, since you stuck around this whole episode, if you go to my website, which is up on the screen here, www.jeffmarconettejr.com/journal, you can actually download the first 7 days of that journal for free. All you have to do is enter a little information and you can download it, and I promise you'll love it. And if you don't worry about it. It's okay. I'll just sell it to somebody else, no problem. But I would like everybody to get it. While it is designed for students 11 through 19 years of age, I have found out that it works for anyone. So I hope you check that out and you learn that you really can make every second count. You really can live a joyful and fulfilled life just by putting these 5 tools into practice. That's it, 5. And I tell you that because we only get, well, I can't do it this hand, but we only get one life. Just one. Just one. So I know that each and every person out there can live their best life. It's not that hard. It might sound difficult, but it's simple. I promise you. So you guys need to do me a favor. You need to make every second count. Why? Because you never know when the seconds are going to run out on your one life. Hey, from me, Jeff Marconette Jr., the award-winning international Make Every Second Count speaker, I hope to see you back here next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And until then, I'll talk to you later, but I hope you make every second count. Have a great night.